In the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a striking white horse stands, its coat gleaming like freshly fallen snow. But upon closer inspection, a horrific sight emerges. A barnacle wound, grotesque and alarming, festers on its flank. This is not a scene from a horror film. It is a stark reminder of nature's darker side. The barnacle, a creature often associated with the ocean's depths, has found an unlikely host in this majestic animal, turning its skin into a grotesque landscape of hard, crusty growths. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we uncover the chilling reality of barnacle infestation and its implications for both the horse and the natural world. Barnacles, typically found clinging to rocks and ships, are marine crustaceans that thrive in salty waters. However, in the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a striking white horse stands, its coat gleaming like freshly fallen snow. But upon closer inspection, a horrific sight emerges. A grotesque barnacle wound festers on its flank, a stark contrast to its otherwise pristine appearance. This is not merely a blemish. It is a testament to nature's darker side, a chilling reminder of the relentless forces that can invade even the most majestic of creatures. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, prepare yourself for a journey into the bizarre world of barnacle infestation, where beauty meets horror in a dance of survival and suffering. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous crustaceans, are notorious for their ability to latch onto unsuspecting hosts. They thrive in marine environments, but when they find their way onto a horse, the results can be catastrophic. These tiny, hard-shell creatures attach themselves with a tenacity that is both impressive and alarming. Once anchored, they begin to feed on the host's flesh, creating a grotesque wound that can become infected and lead to severe complications. The white horse. In the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grass sways gently under the relentless sun, a creature of ethereal beauty roams, a white lion, a rare and majestic symbol of nature's splendor. But today, this magnificent beast is not the picture of grace and power that one might expect. Instead, it bears a horrific wound, a grotesque testament to the darker side of life in the wild. The lion's once pristine coat is marred by a ghastly barnacle infestation, a sight that is both shocking and repulsive. As we delve into the depths of this unsettling phenomenon, prepare yourself for a journey that reveals the harsh realities of nature, where beauty and horror often coexist in a delicate balance. Barnacle, a small crustacean that typically clings to rocks and ships, has found an unlikely host in our white lion. These creatures, with their hard calcareous shells, are notorious for their ability to latch onto surfaces with an iron grip. In this case, the lion's skin has become a canvas for these relentless invaders. The barnacles, thriving in their new environment, have created a grotesque landscape of growths that protrude from the lion's flesh, resembling a nightmarish coral reef. Each barnacle, a tiny fortress, is a reminder of the invasive nature of life, where survival often comes at a cost. As we examine the lion's wound more closely, the barnacles, some the size of a fist, have burrowed deep into the lion's skin, causing inflammation and pain. The once smooth surface of the lion's body is now a battlefield, where the struggle for survival is palpable. The barnacles feed on the lion's nutrients, siphoning away vital resources that the animal needs to thrive. This parasitic relationship is a stark reminder of the brutal realities of the animal kingdom, where the line between predator and prey can blur in the most unexpected ways. But how did this infestation occur? Barnacles are opportunistic creatures, often finding their way onto unsuspecting hosts. In the case of our white lion, it is likely that the barnacles were introduced through a wound or scratch, perhaps from a fight with another animal or an encounter with sharp vegetation. Once they establish themselves, they can multiply rapidly, creating a colony that can overwhelm even the strongest of hosts. The lion, once the apex predator of its domain, now finds itself at the mercy of these tiny invaders, a poignant reminder of the fragility of life. As we continue to explore this dark narrative, we must confront the ethical implications of such infestations. The barnacle's relentless grip on the lion's body serves as a metaphor for the ways in which humans often exploit and invade the natural world. Just as the barnacles latch onto the lion, humans have a tendency to encroach upon the habitats of countless species, often leading to devastation. In the icy expanse of the Arctic, where the sun barely pierces the perpetual twilight, a creature of majestic power roams the frozen landscape. The polar bear, a symbol of strength and resilience, is often seen as the apex predator of this harsh environment. But beneath its thick, white fur lies a haunting reality that few have witnessed, a horrific barnacle wound that tells a story of suffering and survival. Imagine, if you will, a bear lumbering across the ice, its massive paws leaving deep impressions in the snow. Yet, as it moves, a grotesque sight becomes apparent. A patch of its skin is marred by a cluster of barnacles, their hard, calcified shells clinging tenaciously to its flesh. This is not just a mere inconvenience. It is a gruesome testament to the relentless forces of nature and the impact of a changing world. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous marine creatures, are often associated with the hulls of ships or the rocky shores of coastal regions. However, in the case of our polar bear, they have found an unlikely host. These crustaceans, which typically attach themselves to hard surfaces, have adapted to latch onto the bear's skin, creating a grotesque infestation that can lead to severe wounds and infections. The barnacles, with their sharp edges and relentless grip, dig into the bear's flesh, causing pain and distress. As they multiply, they form a grotesque colony, a living testament to the bear's struggle against the elements and its own body. The sight is both fascinating and horrifying, a stark reminder of the brutal realities of life in the wild. The barnacle infestation is not merely a physical ailment. It is a reflection of the broader ecological changes taking place in the Arctic. As the climate warms, polar bears are forced to venture further in search of food, often coming into contact with marine environments where barnacles thrive. The bear's skin, already vulnerable from the harsh conditions, becomes an unwitting host for these opportunistic parasites.